Hi, this is your host today. We're going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, moving beyond the recipe. You know, cooking from a recipe? It's a great way to learn how to cook. Understanding the fundamentals, getting comfortable in the kitchen. But if you want to really expand your repertoire, develop your own voice as a cook, then you've got to move past the recipe. It's easy to get locked into this mindset of following recipes. After all, that's what we did when we were learning. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at some point, you might want to start changing things up. Maybe you do UNT like the way something tastes, or you re-out of a certain ingredient and you want to substitute. That's fine, but where do you start? How do you know what to do? It starts with understanding the fundamentals, the building blocks of cooking. Once you understand how ingredients interact, how different techniques work, then you can start to apply that knowledge to new situations. Like maybe you're making a tomato sauce and you realize that it's too thick. You can add a little bit of water or a little bit of milk to thin it out. Or maybe you're making a vinaigrette and it's too thick. You can add a little bit of water or a little bit of vinegar to thin it out. You might be thinking, oh, that's easy. But it's things like this that add up over time and help you develop that instinct. And I want you to think about what happens when you have that instinct. When you have that knowledge, you become a better problem solver in the kitchen. You become more adaptable. You become more creative. Take, for example, a simple omelet. You've got eggs, you've got butter, you've got cheese. Maybe you're making an omelet and you realize that it's not really seasoned well enough. What do? Well, you could always add more salt and pepper. But you might want to think about the dish more globally. Maybe you need a little bit of acidity. A little bit of acid is going to brighten up the flavors, make everything taste better. So you might add a little bit of lemon juice or vinegar to your omelet. It's going to add a lot of flavor without overpowering the dish. Or take a stir fry. You've got your protein, you've got your vegetables, you've got your sauce. Maybe the sauce is too thick. You can add a little bit of water or a little bit of broth to thin it out. Or maybe it's too thin. You can add a little bit of cornstarch or a little bit of flour to thicken it up. Or maybe the dish needs some acidity. You can add a little bit of rice vinegar or black vinegar to balance out the flavors. These are just a few examples, but the possibilities are really endless. The key is to understand the fundamentals and to practice. Over time, as you gain experience, you'll start to develop that instinct. You'll start to know what to do when things don't go according to plan. And that's when you'll really start to grow as a cook. So next time you're in the kitchen, I want you to try something new. Try changing up a recipe. Try substituting ingredients. Try adding your own personal touch, and don't be afraid to experiment. After all, cooking is all about trial and error. That's how we learn. That's how we discover new flavors and new techniques. And who knows, you might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of. So go ahead, get creative, have fun, and remember, the most important ingredient in any dish is love. That's what makes it taste good. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode.